Hello everyone. It's Melanie here from Mel's Inky Fingers. Happy Friday and welcome. It is already the middle of April and I can't believe it. My children are home today for a little holiday break and it's just kind of hard to believe that we're already this far into 2025. So hello and welcome everyone. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to give everyone just a minute to find me. And it looks like I'm in the right place so you can hear and see me. And today we're going to do something just a little bit different. So we are going to be working with the absolutely adorable Storybook Friends bundle that is part of the Storybook Moments product suite. And I'm going to show you how to make these super fast and adorable little treat containers, which I kind of cased myself and cased the catalog. So I wanted to show you how you can use both yourself and the catalog for some inspiration as we make these together. But if you're in need, and I have to fill mine yet, but if you are in need of a quick and easy treat for this weekend or for the months to come, this is a really good go-to for you. So I'm going to give everyone just a minute to find me. And as I'm looking at my stuff, I see that I don't have my tear and tape here. So I'm going to grab that and give everyone just another minute to jump on. When you jump on, say hello and let me know you're here. It's always nice to know who I get to chat with on Friday. Okay, so I did have my tear and tape. I was going to say my tear and tape isn't at my desk either, so I don't know where it went. It's because I do have it. All right, so we are going to work with this adorable Storybook Moments product suite today. And I know some people have looked at it and they aren't so sure of these really cute little critters, but I'm telling you, working with this is so cute and so easy. And I wanted to share with you how sometimes having convenience works to your benefit. So before we get started, I want to talk about several things actually. A reminder, this video is only going to be available here for 30 days. So if you would like to refer to this going forward, you're going to want to go over to youtube.com and follow me because I'm going to upload this video over there when we're done today. And you will be able to reference this video over on YouTube for months to come. But you need to follow me over there so that it helps me help you. I need followers to unlock certain functionalities over there. So you help me by following me. So go to youtube.com, search Mel's Inky Fingers, and I'll pop up. And then all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. When you do that, you will then know when I have things uploaded over there, and it will make it easier for you to find whatever things I do put over there for you. Don't forget to check the last chance product list. It is very long because we are in catalog transition time and many things are going away. Several things are discounted. You don't want to miss out on the things you've been on the fence about. We are making room for this, the new upcoming annual catalog. And so we have lots of things coming up with this catalog. If you follow me, you know that I offer product shares every year, and I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because I will have an exclusive video here on my page that will allow you to check out this in more detail. But I'm offering designer series and specialty paper shares. It's a paper share, it's all in one. It comes packaged like this. You are going to receive a quarter of a pack of 15 collections because we are releasing so many of our products now online. I'm not only pulling in what's in the annual catalog that's new, but I'm pulling in the latest release of our online exclusives. So you'll get 15 collections. It'll be packaged like this. Your 12 by 12 paper collections will be 6 by 12. Your 6 by 6 paper collections, of course, are left 6 by 6, but you'll get a quarter pack of each. Then I'm offering a ribbon and embellishment share. These come packaged super cute with the catalog for reference on it. And you'll receive a quarter pack of all the spools of ribbon and trim. You will receive a partial pack of all of the embellishments from the annual catalog and the online exclusives. Everything is labeled with the item number. So if you use it up and you want more, you know exactly how to find it. And you know what catalog to look for the information in. So I try to make it really easy for you. I'm also offering the 6x6 color assortments. So I had been asked about this for a long time. Last year was the first year I offered this. I'm offering it again this year. These are the 6x6 color assortments. So these are offered every year, and every year they offer new patterns. The patterns, there's 4, and they're the same throughout all the color families. So you can get these in all 6 color families, which are our brights, neutrals, subtles, and regals, as well as both in color family collections. And you will receive a quarter pack of each color family. I'm only showing 6 because this is all I have left. You can see I use these a lot. Because sometimes you just want a little something other than a solid piece of cardstock, and these are the ticket. You can stamp on these and cut them out for patterned images. You can layer, you can make labels out of these, you can make 3D projects out of these. I'm telling you, these are so versatile, and it's amazing because you get them in all 50 colors. You cannot go wrong. And throughout the year, I'm telling you, you will reach for these more and more. So I'm offering that as a designer series paper color assortment share, a quarter pack of each. I'm offering the quick and easy assortment. This has been really popular. These are your ephemera packs, as well as some of the new card bases and envelopes. So you'll get 3 new ephemera packs. You'll get 2 new mix and match card bases and envelope packs all together in the quick and easy. Last year I called it the quick and easy. I'm actually calling it the mix and match this year. I've got to change this because that's what it's called in the catalog. It'll make it easier for you to correlate it with what you're actually getting. And then, of course, my paper samplers. And the paper samplers will be a collection of 16. You'll get all 15 papers in your paper share collection, plus 1 sampler showing the 4 patterns in the designer series paper color assortment packs for a total of 16. So this information, if you're on my mailing list, you've received that. You have until May 4th to reserve your shares. Lots of variety. Here's a little sampling. I don't have all the papers and ribbons and so forth now. With the annual catalog, we have just a very small selection available to us, but this is how your papers will come. These are some of the sneak peeks. These are how your paper samplers will look. Really pretty. Is that not gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to creating a paper share for you. Come back and watch the exclusive video so that you can see more detail on that, okay? Now with every annual catalog, we get 5 new colors. They're the in colors. These are the in colors this year. Absolutely gorgeous, just bright and amazing. And these 2 together, I'm telling you, are just beautiful. So I'm also offering my In Color Club. I wanted you to have a little bit of time to digest the product share reservations, and then we're going to dive into In Color Club. In Color Club is going to last 5 months. Once you subscribe, you will automatically receive your In Color kit for the month for 5 months. Each month will focus on one of the 5 colors. We have Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Secret Sea, and Cloud Cover. So each month you'll get one of these colors, and you'll have a broad assortment of products, which will include an ink pad with the ink refill. You'll get some card bases with envelopes. You'll get some cardstock for layering and creating alternative projects. You'll get the matching Stampin' Blends. You'll get a spool of ribbon in each of these colors with the month. You'll get your coordinating Stampin' Right marker, and then, you know, I might throw a little extra in here and there. I don't want to give away any surprises. And of course, a thank you gift with month 5. Now, we are having a little delay in the cloud cover ink pad. They're trying to work through to make sure that you have the best color match with this. So this is probably going to be our last color. It'll just depend on when they update us on that, and I'll keep you posted. However, this is going to be $58 a month for all those things. And aside from all that product, I'm going to add in some a treat and a handmade card in the color of the month. Again, you'll get your gift at the end. And then each month I'm going to give you a card tutorial, my exclusive tutorial bundle, which is going to give you 12 projects. They may or may not use these colors. It'll be a variety of projects that you'll have access to, and then you can create them with the products that you receive. It's really going to be a great club. You're going to have everything that you need in the color that we offer so that you're good to go with all of your new colors. And you'll have these for 2 years. So, and they really do go great with our current colors. If you go back to my new annual catalog unboxing maybe 3 weeks or so ago, I showed you the colors in detail with our current colors in our color line, as well as some past colors, so that you could see where these fall in place. Because I know often we look at the colors and we think, oh, that looks just like such and such a color, and then you put it up against that color and it's nothing like that color. So go back and look at that to see those colors in detail, okay? Time is winding down for the most gorgeous creatively inked kit. You have until the 20th to reserve yours. This one features the mixed floral bundle suite as the feature. The projects are absolutely gorgeous. Look at beautiful, I mean, look at that. Is that not just gorgeous? You have 4 cards and a non-card project. You'll have about $20 in product to make your cards, a treat. They're beautiful. Subscribe by the 20th, and there's a QR code at the top of the page here on my Facebook page. If you just scroll all the way up to the top of this page, you'll see the sneak peek in the header, and there's a QR code. You can scan that with your camera on your phone, and it'll take you right where you need to be so that you can get registered for this, okay? It's $39 a month and comes with lots of perks. Okay, last but not least, the last thing I want to tell you about, super excited. I want you to save the date. Stampin' Up! Is offering a virtual album retreat. Now, the virtual album retreat is going to be a month-by-month scrapbooking album that you are going to complete over 3 days. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to include kits for 24 pages, which will be 12 2-page spreads. The idea is you will have the supplies needed to make 2 pages for each month. You can always keep adding more if you would like. Everything is going to be pre-cut for you. Every piece that you're putting on your album is already going to be cut so that you can focus on the fun part, which is putting your pages together. You will be able to choose which month you want each page to go with, because depending on where you are in the world, your January might be winter or it might be summer. And it will give you the flexibility to do that. It's going to include exclusive stamp sets, your trims, embellishments, pre-cut pattern paper, your card bases, your page protectors to slide your pages down and to put inside your album. And then you can choose to put it in any album that you might want. The event itself is going to be offered through Stampin' Up! If you order the kit, which will be available May 28th, you are automatically going to receive this event from Stampin' Up! As a virtual event. However, I am making it an in-person event here in Ohio. I would welcome you to join me. It's going to be small so that everyone has plenty of space to work. We are going to do this event on the 18th, 19th, and 20th of July together in person. When you purchase the kit from me, you are eligible to come to my in-person event and will automatically receive this virtual event from Stampin' Up! And I'm going to really treat you. I'm going to give you snacks on Friday and Sunday, feed you lunch on Saturday. Each day you're going to have a little table gift and a little treat. And if you can't make it all 3 days, it's okay. And if you don't live here locally, that's okay too. I will still put a little package of treats together and send them to you so that you can enjoy those little treats while you do your classes through Stampin' Up. And these will be recorded so you can go back and watch it whenever it's convenient for you. The live version from Stampin' Up will take place the 16th, 17th, and 18th of July. But again, if you can't make those dates live, you can go back and watch the recordings. They'll be available for you so that you can work on your pages at your own pace. The beauty of this is you will have a full album completed at the end of the event. And there are a lot of interactive elements incorporated into this album, as well as techniques that they're going to share to really help ramp up your skills for creating scrapbooks. So I hope you will join me. Save the date, July 18th through 20th. I am only opening up 10 spots. So when they're full, they're full. So if you would like one, jump on my blog, melzinkyfingers.com, click on events, find my event, and reserve your spot, okay? All right, let's get down to what we're going to make today. So today we're going to work with this really, really cute Storybook Friends bundle. I love the cute little critters. So cute. Hey, Julie, hi. I'm glad you hopped on today. Super cute little critters. I like the sentiments, and the dies are phenomenal. So in the dies, you have open dies that cut out your stamped images, and some of these also work and coordinate to die cut images from the designer series paper, which is so cute. This is a huge suite. I would call this a mega suite because it has 2 bundles, 2 designer series papers, ribbon, embellishment, and a coordinating scrapbooking kit. So there's a lot to this. So here's your paper. The paper includes not only these cute little critters and gorgeous classic patterns, but you also get these cute little garden themed pages that coordinate with the other bundle, which is garden themed, and they can be used together or separately. So today we are sticking with the critters because if you're celebrating Easter, you're going to want some cute little treat packages. And if you don't celebrate Easter, that's okay too, because this is like a little spring treat. And look at how cute this container is. Is that not the cutest? And it's so, so easy. Hi, Simone. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I hope you go back and watch the beginning on replay, Simone, because I covered a lot of things that I think you're going to be interested in. Specifically, I know you'll be interested in those. Okay, so let's look here at the Storybook Moments product suite. So this is the January to April mini catalog, and we're starting on page 23. There's several pages here, and I cased these cute little treat containers right here off page 26. But I also want to share with you, I kind of cased myself as well because I made this back in the fall. It's the same. These are called sour cream containers. They're so easy to make and super cute. And they just got easier by the convenience offered by this amazing Storybook Moments bundle. So as part of the paper pack, this paper is a 12 by 12 paper collection, and you get 5 double-sided designs, but the 6th page is a specialty page, and I'm going to show you that so that you can see how cool this bundle is and how well thought out. So the 6th page is a full page of these really cute laser cut elements that you can pull in from the suite on your projects, and they coordinate with both bundles. So let me show you the bundles. Hi, Joan, welcome. So here's both bundles here on page 24. We're using the Storybook Friends, and you can see the Storybook Garden Patch here. Super cute if you love gardening or outdoors. These make adorable spring cards, but we're focusing on this today to make some spring or Easter treats and a little card. So I punched out some of these already to use on the projects, but you can see this is how I store my excess pieces. So I just have them in a clear envelope, this little cello bag, and I punch them out and I put them in here. And then when I'm ready to create, I just dump these out, pull out what I want, place them on my project to see how I like it, and then put the rest away. Super convenient. And I keep these stored right in with my paper pack, so they're easy to access when I need them. So along with that, you have these gorgeous patterns on these papers. So let me show you. These are the back sides of the papers, and there's really beautiful options. So we have these really cute houses, but on the back, look how cute that is. This is one of my favorites. I think it's so pretty, and adorable little critters on the front, gorgeous blue greens on the back. And then this is the pattern that I used for this one. And I have some treats I'm going to tuck in there because, you know, I have 4 kids, so I have to make little tree containers. So here is this, and look how cute the back. For making tags or cards, you have these pre-printed pieces that you can cut apart and use. They're so handy. I use those a lot. Now, on this particular project, I used this adorable paper, and we're going to use this on the one we make together with the little strawberries. But I wanted to show you on this particular project, this little bunny rabbit that I used is die cut with the Storybook Friends dies. This little bunny here matches the bunny on the paper, and I cut out that little bunny. I love when there's coordination like that. I think it makes it so easy. But I wanted to show you this because look how darling this little bunny is. You could just fussy cut that little bunny, or this one, or this. How sweet is that? And just put that on your projects too. So either way works. So let's look at how you make these super easy sour cream containers. So you can use any designer series paper you want. You can use tear and tape, glue dots, your Stampin' Seal Plus to put them together, whatever is most convenient for you. I usually use tear and tape to put mine together. I like tear and tape on my sour cream containers. And I thought it would be fun to make a version with a different designer series paper. So I'm going to use this super adorable strawberry, as hard as it is to put these cute little critters on the inside. But you could even make it with the little critters on the outside. I mean, how cute would that be, right? So we're going to put our sour cream container together like this. And you can make this with any size square of designer series paper or cardstock. This is a 6" by 6" square, and that's the same size as what I used on this one. And this ribbon is also from the suite. It's so pretty. So what you're going to do is put adhesive down one side and then across on the other 4, sealing it. Now, I like to seal mine. I'll show you what I do to seal mine. You can choose to do it differently if you want. But here's a piece of tear and tape. So I'm just going to put it down. Make sure that you're getting the right direction here when you're putting your sour cream container together. Look at the back and just make sure that you're not putting it in the wrong direction. Okay, so this strawberry is non-directional, so it doesn't matter. But if you were putting this on the outside, you could just fold that back. So make sure that you double check and it's in the direction that you want it to be. Okay, so I'm just going to use my bone folder here, and then I like to use the pokey end of my Take Your Pick tool, and I like to lift that release paper. And then once you do that, you can just take your ends. You don't want to crease it, but you just want to fold it over until you have both lined up here, and then you can just push it down in place, okay? Grab it from the inside, and then you can just reach in and seal it. Now, this is where your bone folder can be really handy too, because you can slide it in there where your fingers can't reach, and you can seal that really good. And now you have a tube. This looks like a paper towel tube, But now what you're going to do is you're going to create your sour cream container. So you can take one end and you're just going to pinch it like this, increase it, and you're going to adhere it together. And then on the other end, you're going to pinch it in the opposite direction. And that is all there is to creating these sour cream containers. I mean, they couldn't get any easier. So I'm just going to take a little piece of tear and tape, and I'm just going to slide it right inside on the edge here. Just placed it in there. It doesn't even have to necessarily go the whole way across. And then again, you just pull off this release paper, and then you squeeze this together. Okay, so now you have your sour cream container. And I have some candy treats to put in mine. And so I shopped so long ago for my kids, I didn't even remember what I had gotten. I thought I had Reese peanut butter eggs, and I don't, which they're not going to be happy with me. But you could just tuck that little treat in there, and then you'll do the same. You'll pinch the edge together. Whoops, this fit earlier. Hold on. There we go. So now you just pinch the other edge together, and then you seal it, and you have your sour cream container. Then you can decorate it however you want. So let's make a really cute little tag together. So the frames in this die set are absolutely stunning. So let's take a little look. When I cut out extras, I always save them in the back of my case like this. So when you die cut this one, you get these two shapes. And look, I have a lot of these because I wanted to see different colors. When you die cut the square, you get these two shapes. And then when you die cut this one, let's do this, you get these two shapes. So let me clean this up a little bit for you. There we go. So you're not looking at that mess. So these are the three frames. Aren't they beautiful? And you get really two from one because these come out of the inside. So you can use those shapes for labels or layers. Now you can also put foam adhesive sheet on the back of your cardstock before you cut these and make these dimensional like I did here, so that this will pop up in the center. Or you can do the reverse. You can cut it twice and have this part pop up and have that down in the center. And I have done that, and I don't know where my card is that right in front of my face. So here's an example of a project made with this suite, and that's exactly what I did. I put foam adhesive sheet on the back of my cardstock so this part of the frame popped up, and then I cut a second one without and laid it down inside so that it creates like a dimensional frame. Looks like a real frame. So pretty. So you can do different things with these. I think they're just absolutely beautiful, and the detail on them is incredible. You have some die cut detail, you have some slit decorative detail, beautiful shapes. Look at this one. We're going to use this one to make our project. So let's put the rest of these aside for now, and let's pull out the next element that we're going to use on this project. Sorry, I just dropped. And then I'm just going to slide all these in here, because then when I make projects, I just pull these out, and sometimes the color I need is there, or it changes my mind on the color and it works. Okay, whoops. So now we're going to pull out these really cute laser cut pieces that are included in our paper pack. And I've pulled out a few already that I thought were really cute that would work. I pulled out a little bunny. I pulled out this flower, and of course another little piece of greenery. And I thought it would be pretty to use this as an open tag and kind of put this across it like this to make a little bridge to then adhere our little bunny. Isn't that cute? And then of course you can always just add in a little more greenery so that it looks like the bunny is in a little patch. And I was just going to adhere all that together and then stamp my sentiment. Now, a couple things with this product suite. It has this absolutely beautiful ribbon. It's called Petal Pink Scalloped Ribbon. It's currently on back order. It's been super, super popular. So if you go to my online store and look for the Storybook Moments suite, it's going to tell you the suite is not available because the ribbon is on back order. Everything else is available. But if you did want to order now, because this suite has been hard to keep in stock, it has been back ordered a lot. I have an alternative for you. So we have the petal pink and white diagonal trim combo pack. This is also petal pink, and it has this beautiful diagonal detailing on it, and it matches just the same because it's the same color. But you can see little color variation, but they're both petal pink. This one is a little wider. It's 3/8. This is 1/4. So depending on what you want, you may or may not want to wait for the scallop. But it's very exciting now with the new rewards program that we have. On every order that you place in my online store that's $20 or more, you're going to earn a 10% reward that's going to be put in your reward bank that you can use on any future purchase. How exciting is that? I think that's amazing. So here we are going to put our little sentiment on here. We'll have to decide where we want it. So we have a few different choices. We can do hello friend or just a little hello. We can do happy spring, Easter greetings, somebody loves you. Now that somebody loves you, I think is just adorable. I stamped it here so you can see what it looks like. On this particular tag, I think it's just a titch bigger than what I am envisioning. So I brought some ink choices. I have petal pink, I have mossy meadow. We have a couple different options here, and I thought maybe I would stamp the hello spring, or I may just try this cute little hello friend and just do the hello part. It's really teeny tiny and cute. I love little tiny sentiments on things, especially when you have a small scale item like this. I think it would be adorable to do that little hello in Mossy Meadow. So let's do that. Now you could put a post-it note on the back of this if you wanted to, or you could just do what I do because I'm lazy. And I stamp off this end of my ink pad. So Joan said she punched a hole in the top for her ribbon. Oh yes, that's a really great idea. And we even have that little 3-pack hole punch set now that's specifically for that. So I just do this. I just gently tap it on the edge of the ink pad and I flip it over and just make sure that I didn't get anywhere I don't want it. And then I stamp it. So now you have that really cute little hello. Isn't that sweet? And I think I'm just going to put that right on somewhere like that, or even up here. I can even put it up here. We'll see where we like it. So you have your option of so many different things. So you could just use the friend, you could use the whole hello friend. It's really, really fun. All right, so let's bring in this little paper trimmer. And I'm going to leave a little extra on this in case I want to do a little banner end. So I'm going to trim this down and make it pretty tiny. You could also just do this by hand if you wanted. I'm obsessed with my little mini paper trimmer, so I use it a lot. Yeah, very cute. So I'm just going to trim this down a little tiny bit more on this side. Okay, so you can see that's ready to go. And I'm going to take my paper snips and do a little banner end on this. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness. So cute. Okay, so let's, oh, I really like it like that. Oh, we're going to do that. We're going to glue that to the back. That was a happy accident. I set it down and it went to the back. I'm going to glue it to the back and have it pop out from the back of the frame. Okay, so we're going to lift this up. First thing we're going to do is we're going to tack down this piece here, and I want it, like I said, across the frame so that it creates a little background, because this is a frame without a back on it right now. So let's just take a little bit of Tombow and we'll put a drop in those couple places. And you don't need a lot. This is a tiny little piece of paper. It's light, doesn't have much weight to it. Now, before I put that down, I'm going to get my bunny on here. Now, I want my bunny to be up on dimensionals. So I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals there in the center. And I think I'll probably use, look at that, I'm out of little minis. So let's just use a little piece of the edge. That'll work. And I'll just put this right in the middle of this little guy. I guess it's a little girl bunny. She's got a cute little dress on. Okay. And then I'm going to put a tiny bit of Tombow on the back of this so I can slide it into place and put it right here underneath, so that it's a little bit of greenery popping out from behind her. Then the tiniest bit of Tombow here, again, remember you don't need much. These are tiny little lightweight pieces. And I want Tombow so that I can kind of slide that into place exactly where I want it. Oh, isn't that just so cute? I love that. Look how cute that is. What do you think? Isn't that so cute? And I love that you can see through it, because now watch what we're going to do. First things first, we're going to dry off the glue, because there's little pierced holes in this, so your glue is going to come through. While we give that just a second to dry, we're going to bring in, look at this, how cute that's going to be. You're going to see the little strawberry paper pop through. How adorable is this? I love it. Now, I really liked how they used the ribbon on the tree container here, and I did the same thing on this one that I made. So let's play with this a little bit and see if we like it with it showing through the window. So we have this that we can put there, but I was thinking what we would probably have to do is just put it behind the bunny and have it coming out the bottom. Or we could even have it come out the side a little bit. Or the reality is we could even probably tie a bow with a nice long tail. So let's try that. I think that's what I'm going to like the most. Since I've left it open, you really probably don't want the ribbon showing in the back, but ooh, I like that. So we're going to do that. Nice long tails, tied in a bow. Let's cut this. This ribbon is so, so pretty. I love it. So now look what we have. I'm just going to give my tails a little tug. That will help them come down. So pretty. Isn't that beautiful? So let's put this onto the glue dot. Pull it nice and tight so that it has a nice square knot on it. And you can even pull it to the back side. Sometimes the back side has the prettier knot. So it looks like on this one that is the case. So the scallops, make sure you pull it nice and tight with your scallops, and then you can fluff up your, there we go. I like that. So now let's put it on our glue dot, and little take your pick tool here. I'm going to put that here. And we may need to trim our tails a little shorter. We'll just see once we put it on our project. Then I'm going to adhere this onto our project with some dimensionals. So I'm going to get some of my big dimensionals, flip this over, and you just don't want them to show in the front. Oops, I wonder why it's not sticking to my finger. There we go. Now we can put this, I guess we'll put it like this. Look how cute that is. I'm going to add a mini dimensional right there because it will fit. And that will help secure the top part of that. There we go. And then that's our sour cream container. We can put, I'm going to put some money in here too, so I don't want to seal this up quite yet. My teenagers, they just want cash, right? Teenagers want cash. Okay, so there is my remake sour cream container. Here's the original. What do you think? Is that not so cute? I just love this sweet so much. I think it's absolutely adorable. So this one in the background, I stamped the Somebody Loves You. This is the inside of this beautiful, I call it the scroll frame. So here's the scroll frame. This tag is the inside oval that cuts out. And then I stamped Somebody Loves You all over it in Mossy Meadow ink. Here's the Mossy Meadow ink. So you can see it pop through the back. And then I die cut the bunny from the paper, added a little laser cut on the laser cut fence, which is really easy. And this one, I used all the laser cuts with the die cut frame that has the scroll across the top. Isn't that cute? I hope you like those. Love sour cream containers. Super easy and really, really fun. Okay, now the next project we're going to create together. So I decided that we would do one card. We're going to use the catalog for inspiration. So here is the card right here. Next to the sour cream container, this really cute little Happy Easter card. And I pulled out some supplies to make that. So let's look at what we have here. All right. So this time I'm using the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper. This is part of the suite. Okay. So here, whoops, too far. I have to go backwards. So here are both papers that come as part of the suite. We're using the plaid on this one. So I have a card base that's 4 1/4 by 11. It's scored at 5 1/2. This is Calypso Coral. Okay. Then I have a piece of cardstock, and I've embossed it with the Exposed Brick Designer Series paper. So I'm using this as a little base, but I decided to add a layer behind the fun little elements on there just for a little extra to show you how you can step those up. So I embossed this piece, and this piece is 3 3/4 by 3. So that's going to kind of go like this. And then I have a piece of Designer Series paper that's 3 3/4 by, whoops, it's not, it's 4. I need to trim that down, by 2. I cut it wrong. Habit. Usually everything is 4. All right. So that's 3 3/4 by 2, and that'll go there. Now, I put a card base together in one of the other patterns. So this Timeless Plaid is a really pretty collection. There's tons of colors in it. So there's plaids on one side and checks or check variations on the other. You can see it's kind of muted colors, but there's pinks, blues, greens, calypso coral, some beiges, tons of color in here. So I pulled out, this is the one that was shown in the catalog, and I'll let you pick which one I build the card on. So I wanted to show you the elements and how I put them together. So now you get to choose if you would like me to put it together on this one or this one. Do you want the check or the plaid? Let me know what you think. And then I pulled, while I'm waiting to hear back, because I know there's a little delay, I pulled out some cute little elements. So we're going to have our little ducklings and the little goose and some little ground elements. And then I cut my fence in half. We're going to put that on there like that. So plaid or check? I'm not seeing anything come through, so I think I might use the plaid since it's put together. No preference maybe? Okay. Then the other elements, I brought in a couple extra that they didn't use on the card. I brought in the antique pearls, which are part of the product suite. And then I thought a little piece of this yellow twine might be cute. I'm going to pull in a piece of this lemon lolly. Whoops, I thought that was a scrap piece. It's not, it's part of that. So, all right. So I think that'll be really cute together. Oh, Joan likes both. Oh, Joan said the check out. I think maybe she meant the checkered. So this one, Joan? Or this one? Joan says she likes both. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's what she really meant. Okay, we're gonna go with the plaid. So all we have to do, so I took that layer from the exposed brick. It's 3 3/4 by, what did I say? 3 3/4 by 3, and put that up here. And then this is 3 3/4 by 2. And I just put that below that so that it makes like a 3 3/4 by 5-inch layer on the front. So now we can just arrange our cute little elements. So we'll have the little goose and the little duck. They're talking, they're having a little conversation. And of course, we'll have the fence behind. There is a right and a wrong side to these die cuts, but you can't really tell. So we'll put that kind of like that. And then of course we have the ground pieces that'll kind of go in the back like that. So we'll have these on the front. So I think that's good, like this. I think I like that. That looks cute. All right, so let's adhere those in place. And you're going to want a combination of maybe some Tombow so you can slide it in place. You're going to want some dimensionals, and then you're just going to layer everything down. So I'm going to put some dimensionals. Actually, I think I can use some big ones. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this little duck, and that's what's going to hold that little fence piece in place. We'll just make sure that the edge of the fence is caught by the dimensional. So that's super cute. So now let's make sure that our little ground piece is behind our fence. So I'm going to put some Tombow on this so that I can kind of slide it and get it exactly where I want it. And it'll kind of be over the top of this seam between the two patterns. That's going to be held down by the goose. And I think I'm going to put this up on a couple of dimensionals. So let's put a couple of minis Now you could also stamp these elements and you can watercolor them. You could use your watercolor pencils. You could use, actually maybe I kind of like it like that. And it's okay. I'm going to tuck that back. Even though I have dimensionals on that, I think that's going to be okay. I'll put a glue dot there and it'll just make it look really dimensional. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the little goose here. Let's see. Now let's do this. I think that'll work, right? Yeah. As I look at this, I don't really like it. I don't like the way it's laying, so I'm going to pull this out and put it on top. Because I think this little goose, yeah, that'll be cute like that. There we go. Look how cute. It's so cute. All right, now I have a piece of a scrap to put the little sentiment down here. And I thought the little sentiment, Easter greetings was cute. I brought in a couple different colors of ink. I have Lost Lagoon, I have Calypso Coral, I have Pecan Pie. I think I'm gonna go with the Calypso Coral and then bring in a little bit of the ribbon down there. And Julie said checker too. Aw, bummer. Sorry. There's been such a delay with Facebook lately. I guess I don't know why Facebook is taking a while. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that like this, and then I'll trim this piece down. So let's bring in my itty bitty little bitty trimmer here. I'm going to trim this to 2 1/4 by about 3/4. It's going to be a little less than 3/4. Okay. And then I'm going to trim a little banner end on the end of this. Whoops, sorry about that. Now I'm going to put this on with some dimensionals down here, and I'm going to bring that all the way out to the edge of my card. You could also bring it there, but I like bringing stuff out to the edge. And we're going to put a little bow behind that. So let's tie a little bow with this lemon lolly twine. This is from the 3 twine combo pack. It comes with Pool Party, Lemon Lolly, and Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to need a longer tail than that. So you just want to make sure that your bows, your little loops, and your tails are long enough when you're putting it behind a layer, because a lot of it gets hidden by your layer, and you want to make sure that it extends out beyond the edges. So you'll see what I mean here in just a moment. All right, so we're going to kind of put this back like behind there like this. Okay, so you can tie your bow. Now let's put a couple dimensionals back there. I'm going to put a tiny bit of Stamp and Seal there, and that's just to pick up my bow, and that'll hold that in place, and then I can put my dimensionals on the back. So since I'm literally out of big ones, I guess I'm using parts and pieces. That's okay. I'm going to put a little one right here on the underside corner here. I just want to make sure my bow doesn't stick to that, otherwise it won't stick to my paper. All right, now let's put this in place. Super cute. Aw, isn't that adorable? It's so cute. And then you can just trim trim these if you need to. Trim. Oops. There we go. All right, and then last but not least, let's come in with some of these cute little antique pearls. Mine are all cut up into lots of little strips here. All right, so I'll use my let's see. And one down here. And look, I think we can do one here and one here. Oh, look how cute that is. So what do you think? I don't even have the other one to show you because I was kind of winging it. So let me show you the what we cased. So here's on page 26. You can keep it really simple or you can step it up. I used a lot of the same little die cut elements. They put the little goose behind the fence. That was actually a really cute idea, like they're talking over the fence to one another. That's just adorable. And this is actually a little different one. I used a little duckling. You can see the die cut pieces. They come in all different ones. Super cute. And I put my greeting down below instead of up above because I did my card in a different orientation. Now, you can also dress up the inside of your card. So I'm going to take a little strip of this. I'm just going to randomly cut a strip. I like to use the leftover strips of my designer series paper on the inside. So we can bring this inside and put that down like this. Let's trim it to 3/4. I like to bring the same design from the front to the inside. So I'm going to just make this the same size. Now I would also take a piece of the designer series paper and I would cover the envelope flap. That's really easy to do and it is also a really nice way to carry your design through. So I'm just lining that up. And then we can stamp on the inside. So this says Easter greetings. We also have welcome little one, happy spring. Thank you so very much. Somebody loves you. I'm just gonna put hello friend on the inside. So here's the hello friend stamp. And it'll be nice and soft and subtle. And I'm just going to take it and put it right down here so that you have the whole inside of your card to write a little message. And there's your card, all finished. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the projects today. A little sour cream tree container that I need to tuck some cash in. A couple of those and a card. So now I'll be ready for this weekend. Any questions on today's projects? I hope I made you see how adorable this suite is. It's been extremely popular. And just a reminder to save the date for the album retreat here in person, July 18th through the 20th, or if you want to join Stampin' Up! Live and do it virtually, it'll be July 16th through the 18th. I have limited space. Don't forget to reserve your product share. Registration for product share reservation is open. And In Color Club information will be coming. Here are the new In Colors. And you only have a couple more days to reserve your April Creatively Inked kit. There is a QR code. If you scroll all the way up to the top of this page here, you will see a QR code. Scan that with your camera on your phone and you can register to reserve your Creatively Inked kit when you subscribe. So Joan says she likes a big inside greeting because she doesn't like to write a lot. Sometimes I do that too. Let's be honest, I think we all do, Joan. So yep, that's an alternative too. You could put a nice big greeting in here. And then once you put your paper down here, you just have a tiny little area to write a message. So, all right. Well, thanks so much for joining, everyone. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to hit the sun outside. It's sunny and it's like almost 80 degrees, I think, here. It's super warm today, and I'm going to take advantage by getting a nice walk in before I dive into finishing, creating my projects for the May Creatively Inked kit, which is adorable. I can't wait to share it with you. So have a great weekend. If you're celebrating Easter, I hope you have a very wonderful weekend with family and celebrating this special occasion. Or if not, if you're not celebrating Easter, I hope you can do a little welcoming of spring this weekend. And of course, we have lots of hockey this weekend, last night, tonight, and Saturday. Joan says it's 71 and sunny in Washington State. Oh, nice. Enjoy, Joan. I hope you get to spend some time outside today too. All right. So bye, everyone. We'll see you next week. Oh, hey, next week, I might have to go live early. I get to actually go get my big guy from college for the summer. I'm super excited. So watch the page here. If I have to go early live, I'll post later in the week, okay? All right, see you next week. Bye, everyone.